Hello YouTube, Eugene here, and welcome friends to another review comparison. And today we are doing Kaizo Sentai Gokaiger versus Power Rangers Super Megaforce. And so it is definitely an honor to be back with another review comparison, just doing the fun part, reviewing the comparison of Japanese and American toys. And so, if you guys recall, right around this time a year ago, as of this recording, I did do a review comparison on Tensou Sentai Gokaiger versus Power Rangers Super Megaforce. So, the link is popping up right here, so please feel free to check it out after you check out this one. Now, this review comparison is going to be a little bit different. This time, I'm not going to just be reviewing the comparison with the Mecha, the Zord, the Changer, and the Morpher. I'm going to be doing, as you can see in front of you, the Changer, the Morpher, the Zord, the Mecha, and the two Sabres, which is the Gokai Saber and the Deluxe Super Mega Saber. So, you know, just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And like I said in the last review comparison, this probably will be a long review. So please just sit back, relax, and enjoy. So anyway, well, let's go ahead and start with some fun, friends. And so here we go, friends. My awesome intro, please. Let's go ahead and begin this review comparison on the Changer and the Morpher. Clearly the Mobiritz and the Deluxe Legendary Morpher. But anyway, in 2011 was when Gokaigers aired. And so pretty much back in 2011, we were celebrating 35 years of Super Sentai. As to the Legendary Morpher of Power Rangers Super Megaforce, we are celebrating 20 years of Power Rangers, which is today, 2014. Well, in between 2013 and 2014. So anyway, but basically when you do get these for sure, you get, well, mainly with the Mobiritz, you get 3 Ranger keys. The Gokai Red Ranger key, Gohan Red, and the Shinken Red Ranger keys. Now, the Legendary Morpher does come with 2 Ranger keys, also a Tri-Me key. And the Tri-Me key is mainly just, you know, you insert it and it says Go Super Megaforce or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at these. As you can see, friends, they are practically identical. You can pretty much tell which is Japanese, American. And by the looks of it, you can see I did show this off in my Legendary Morpher, you know, doing a little comparison, but I'll do it again in this review since it is a comparison review. So, as you can see, got the pirate symbol right here. It says Gokaiger here. The bars, the memory card, and the battery, and got the little camera right here. And as you can see, the gold is a little bit lighter as compared to this one here. And so, as you can see, a little bit lighter, but they did kick off Gokaigers on this one here. Got the bars, the memory card, and the battery. Now on the side, you can see the speaker on the Legendary Morpher is all molded and covered. But pretty much the speaker for the sounds is like right in the middle, right here. So, and so on the back, you can see your on and off switches are right here and here. Got the pirate symbol on the back here. So let's go ahead and open them up here just to see the difference. So, I mean, like I said, there's not really much of a difference between these two. As you can see, the swords here are kind of different here on the top compared to the Legendary Morpher here. And I'll use one of my keys and I'll show you the difference. But anyway, pretty much the whole thing with the Mobiritz, you got a whole bunch of codes you can put in. You know, you can do the Kamen Rider O's code. You can do Gokaigers, Kaizo Sentai Gokaiger, some of the Gokai Galleon, you know, and so on. As to this one here, the majority of these pads are all molded. The exception of, you know, 2, 4, 5, 8, and 6. So, you know, which is pushable, let's just put it that way. And then there's the keyhole. So like I said, they're pretty much identical, you know. Now let's go ahead and well, keys, and pretty much, friends, and since I have them, I got Gokai Red and the Super Megaforce Red key. As you can see, they have been downsized. As you can see, this one has been downsized. That's what I meant. But I mean, they're very detailed little keys. Very, very detailed. And the one cool thing about these keys is they have little numbers. Like this one here has PR001. This one has R001. As to when you turn into a key, now we did get a set for the Gokaiger Ranger keys to where you can flick them. You can. That's not really the case with this one here. But you can flick this one here, and there you go. Now, here's the difference with them in the key mode. Pretty much got the pirate symbol here, you know. And then as you can see, a little bit different on the American one. So real quickly, I'm going to go ahead and do some sounds just to give you guys a clue. That's what the Mobirates makes. So we'll go ahead and insert it in here. Brings back so many memories hearing all that back in 2011. So now let's go ahead and do this one here. Oops. Of course, when you do turn it on, that will come on. And like I said, the speaker is right here for the Legendary Morpher, excuse me. So let's go ahead and do it.
Super Megaforce, ready.
And of course, basically with the keys already in place, you don't have to turn the key over to do other sounds like you do with the Legendary Morpher, but you can do this. And you can do this. So. And then, of course, with the Legendary Morpher, so summon Sky Ship. So they're both really, really cool. The Legendary Morpher and the Mobirates. Ever since Gokaiger aired and everything, I have been a big-time fan. And when I found out that, you know, here in America, we were going to be getting the American version, which is the Deluxe Legendary Morpher, I was like, oh yeah. But, I mean, both fantastic toys. You know, a little bit difference in paint here, pretty much. I'm not complaining. I do like how they both look, you know. It's neat to have something of Japanese. Okay, so now let's go ahead and continue on with this review comparison with the Gokai Saber and the Deluxe Super Mega Saber. And I have to say, they both look fantastic. You know, and I'll go ahead and show you what I'm talking about here. And I apologize for the lack of space here, but anyway, okay, here's the difference. Japanese, American. Now, we'll turn them the other way here. Pretty much, friends, I will be honest with you. The Gokai Saber looks rather bulky right here in the hilt here, you know, mainly where the symbol is, because that's mainly where all your electronics is coming from. And of course, you know, the cylinder here. And of course, there's the blade. Now, if you look at the blade with the, okay, this is the Gokai Saber, and this is the Super Mega Saber. As you can see, the Gokai Saber has that rubbery feel to it, pretty much, you know. And if you pretty much have something on it for a long time, it will mess it up. As to the Super Mega Saber, you can see it's got that see-through plastic, you know, and pretty much that's where all your LEDs are coming from. Now, looking on the back here, as you can see here, on both, the battery compartment is on the handle here, and the on and off switch is right here for the Super Mega Saber, and, you know, right here on the Gokai Saber. So, looking at this distance here, you can see with the pirate symbol here, you can tell which is Japanese and which is America. Of course, you know, Japanese does have more detail in paint here, as to the American has lack of paint. But I said this in the past, the lack of paint does not hurt the toy, because I really do admire the fact how they come out, you know. And of course, you know, you can open the cylinders here, and you know, pretty much the sounds do come from right here for the Super Mega Saber, and you know, of course, the Gokai Saber, you know. And the one thing I noticed about the Super Mega Saber is, of course, this is a boy's toy, not to be, you know, but clearly the Gokai Saber has 7 LEDs. 7 LEDs. As to the Super Mega Saber only has 3, which is red, blue, and green. You know, of course, the Gokai Saber has red, blue, green, yellow, pink, purple, and white, or silver, you know. So that's pretty much all they have. But as you can see here on the blade areas, they're very nice looking here. And right here on the hilt here. And of course, like I said, they do the Super Mega Saber does have an on and off switch right here, and so does, you know. The Gokai Yellow Key comes with the Gokai Saber, and the Super Megaforce Blue Ranger Key comes with the Super Mega Saber. I did talk about this in the Super Mega Saber review. I could never understand why they decided to have the Gokai Yellow Ranger Key go with the Gokai Saber, because Gokai Blue, or Megaforce Blue, Super Megaforce Blue, is a, you know, famous swordsman, you know. I never understood that, you know. Which I'm not complaining. I'm glad we got a Gokai Yellow Key, you know. I mean, I guess they wanted to try things different, you know. The whole Ranger Key fiasco was where you had to get everything. The Gokai belt, the Gokai buckle, and everything. So, you know, if I said Gokai belt, I'm sorry. And as to the Super Mega Saber, here's what you get. Of course, you flick the key up, and then there is the pirate symbol here. PR002 is what it says. As to the Gokai Yellow Key, can't flick it, and it's got R004. Turn the Gokai Saber on, and so let's just go ahead and perform. Well, first, let's do this real quick. Slashing sounds. And if you hold the trigger, so let's go ahead and do the final wave, which is really, really amazing. And one thing I like about this this Saber also, so pretty much it just it pretty much cycles the 7 LEDs, which is pretty amazing, and you know, the final wave, you know, which is really, really nice. The one thing that's what I like about this toy here. But anyway, all right, the Super Mega Saber's sounds. So let's go ahead and turn the sound on. And so let's go ahead and put it in. Oh, and real quickly, I'm going way ahead of myself, friends, and I'm sorry about that. But here are the clanging sounds. So pretty much sounds a little bit similar to the Gokai Saber, of course, with like a more effective slashing effect sound or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and do the final attack. So here we go. So here we go. So the final attack does sound similar to the final wave off of the Gokai Saber. And pretty much when you do close the cylinder, it doesn't make no sound like you do with the Gokai Saber. But like I said in the Super Mega Saber review, it's not a bad toy, even though they did exclude a few things. But, you know, when it comes to America, we have now get a full window of the Zord, pretty much. And, you know, and as to the Japanese one, we get a nice picture of the mecha and the 5 Gokaigers and, you know, all the Gokai machines, the logo, the 35th anniversary of Super Sentai, and of course, we got Power Rangers Super Megaforce. You know, we got the each Red Ranger on the top of the box. You know, so which is totally amazing. But not only do you get, the Legendary Megazord, you get this see-through Super Megaforce Red Key. Pretty much there is no difference. It has the same sounds as the first Super Megaforce Red Key. So basically, same sounds. Like I said, it's just a beautiful see-through red. So anyway, okay, and now to the Zords and Mechas individually. And so we're going to start off with the Gokai Galleon and the Sky Ship. And so let me go ahead and grab the Gokai Galleon, and just to show you a little bit of a difference from each side. Well, I mean, pretty much as you can see, friends, the cannons on the Gokai Galleon are black. As you can see, the cannons on the Sky Ship are not. So, always the case when it comes to the to Bandai America, always the lack of paint, which really doesn't hurt the toy, like I've said a dozen times in this review probably. But anyway, here at the nose of the Galleon here and the Sky Ship, as you can see, the two swords, you can see the Sky Ship swords are completely in a lighter gold. So in other words, the blades aren't like a silver like the Gokai Galleon. Let's just do a side like this. This is how the difference here. Whoops. So clearly Japanese, American, and not really much of a difference. Just a little bit of lack of paint right here at the air, the little on this deck area of the Sky Ship. And on the other side, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. Now, the little pieces that hold the two sabers for Gokaiyo and the Legendary Megazord, here's a big difference. You can pretty much see the Gokaiyo's is pretty much a red, as to the Legendary Megazord is a black. So that's what they did a little bit different now, which really doesn't hurt it, Now, the Gokai Galleon does have, the little spinning dial here at the bottom where you can open this up, and this opens up. The Sky Ship has the same thing, but you need to use the see-through Megaforce Red, Super Megaforce Red Key. So, and you open it up, and there you go. So, like I said, they're pretty much identical, both the Gokai Galleon and the Sky Ship. So, and I mean, of course, they got the famous part symbol right here on the sails right here, which is really nice, The one thing I've been noticing a lot on the Japanese and the American is, of course, the gold on the Japanese is a little bit brighter and a little bit more prettier. As to the American, they always have, like a little bit lighter gold onto it, which is not bad of a gold, So Gokai Galleon and the Sky Ship do have is wheels, friends. Yes, so they got wheels here at the bottom, of the dial, so which is really, really neat. Oh, and the dial, as you can see, the dial so kind of a little bit different. So, and then there's the bottom. So, okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the Gokai Jet and the Super Mega Jet. Pretty much always the case with the America. The America has been downsized, pretty much, like I've mentioned in the past. But anyway, if you're looking at the Super Mega Jet, which is right here, you can see it is lacking some paint right here where the part symbol is. And looking at the Gokai Jet here, it's got the part symbol nicely done and so on. Now on the Gokai Jet, you can see the wings right here are black and got the pirate symbols on them here. As to the American one, which is the Super Mega Jet, is done in a tan, like a bland gold, I guess I can refer it to as. But if you can look real closely, you can see the pirate symbols are missing paint right here, which doesn't really hurt the toy, you know. Now look in the front here, you can see the front piece of the Gokai Jet has been painted a nice gold here. As to this one right here, the Super Mega Jet is missing some gold here. And then on the side here, you know, you can see what it is lacking on the side here. Of course, the only thing that's different now with the Super Mega Jet is got the Zord builder port right here. And of course, you know, the thing with the Gokai Jet is you can open up this little part here, which they clearly eliminated that on the other 4 Zords, and I'll show you that in a little bit, you know. And on the back of here, they went ahead on the Super Mega Jet. They eliminate the little wheel part, and they put the wheel part right here at the bottom here, which, like I said, doesn't really hurt it. So, and you know, pretty much right here, there you can see there's nothing really missing as far as paint, you know. Now the Gokai trailer and the Super Mega Wheeler, and pretty much as you can see, the yellow on the Gokai trailer is a little bit darker than this one here. But taking a look at the both here, as you can see, it is missing pretty much the Super Mega Wheeler is missing black paint and some paint on the pirate symbols here. Pretty much the same way on this distance here. On the bottom here, pretty much it's not really much of a change. Of course, they added this little piece here. Well, the wheel I'm talking about, but anyway, of course, you know, the Gokai trailer does have this little opening gimmick here. As to, they eliminate that with the Super Mega Wheeler. Now, the one thing about the two is you can move this piece back and forth, and it does come apart. As to the Super Mega Wheeler, it does not move at all. Pretty much all it does is this, and that's it when it becomes the foot for the Legendary Megazord. Like I showed on the top here, missing some paint here on the pirate symbol here, and it's got the additional Zord builder port here added. And like I said, pretty much, you know, you can tell which is the Japanese and which is the America, pretty much when it comes to the yellow Zords or the yellow mechas. Now like the Gokai Racer and the Super Mega Racer, and pretty much as you can see, I've noticed this when I first got the Super Mega Racer, and I put the two together, and I noticed that the green on this one was a little bit lighter than this. And I mean, really didn't bother me, but I just noticed that. And so, of course, the Gokai Racer does have this. As to the Super Mega Racer, eliminate that part. On the side here, you can see the difference. On the side here, the Gokai Racer has the black here. They eliminate the black here. On the bottom of both the racers, you can see they are lacking paint here on the pirate symbol here, which as to the Gokai Racer has, you know, the pirate symbol looking all nice and so on. One thing also missing here on the bottom here is like the gold part. Excuse me, I can't talk. And on the top of here, the one thing they are missing up here is the pirate symbol here. As you can see, the Gokai Racer has the pirate symbol. The Super Mega Racer doesn't. But all around nice. Of course, they're missing the silver into the wheels here, but big deal if they missing stuff like that, you know. I guess Bandai America does their best on, you know, pretty much how they do their Zords. Last but not least, Gokai Marine and Super Mega Sub. Now, the one thing I also noticed, and I've been noticing a lot of things with, you know, when it came to, you know, the Megaforce toys and so on, but if you can look real closely, and I'll put them close to the camera here, as you can see, the pink on the Gokai Marine is a little bit lighter, But as to the Super Mega Sub has like a magenta pink or whatever, you know. But as you see the difference, they took this piece off that was on the Gokai Marine, and they added this Zord Builder port here. The one thing the Gokai Marine has is this, but they eliminate that on the Super Mega Sub. Now on the bottom here, you know, pretty much they just changed the wheels here. And then looking on at the side, you can see what they pretty much eliminated as far as, you know, the America and the Japanese. As you can see on the side of the Gokai Marine, we have the black, and then we got the pirate symbol. As to the Super Mega Sub, we have lacking of black and lacking of silver, but not a big deal. So, and if you look by the mouths of both the Marine and the Sub, you can see, like I talked about earlier, with the whole gold, you know, being like a beautiful, nice and shiny gold, as to the American one having like a bland gold, I guess I'm going to refer it to as. Okay, and now here we are with Gokaiger and the Legendary Megazord side by side. And I didn't put their hats on or have their sabers in hand and everything. But I real quickly want to show you guys something here. And I saw this before I hit record, but here is the Legendary Megazord. Pretty much, I noticed this, and you know, Gokaiger has this. He does have the pirate symbol on his head before you put, and let me go to the other one. Okay, as you can see, Gokaiger has the pirate symbol right here. And it's all nice and painted and stuff like that. And of course we got the pirate symbol right here on the racer here. And you know, pretty much you can actually see all the pirate symbols on Gokaiger. As to the Legendary Megazord, friends, let me get back to him. The Legendary Megazord is missing, you know, it does have the pirate symbol right here on the top of his head, but it's missing the white paint, so which is hard. I mean, it's very hard to see, and I hope you guys can see from my light, but I'm just going to tell you what I see. But like I said, you know, they're pretty much the pirate symbols are missing paint. But let's go ahead and put the helmets on real quick. Now, real quickly to the sabers. Like I talked about whenever I was doing the Skyship and the Gokai Galleon. One thing I want to talk about, let me just talk about this one right here for sure. Now on the Japanese one, this is the Japanese one, the sail does close up and become like a handle, like a pirate sword, kind of like. As to the Legendary Megazord, it does not. It does not bend or anything. It just stays like this in this position. So you can see the difference. And there you go. So, I mean, like I said, it's not really... the Legendary Megazord is not a bad toy. I have to say, I'm very impressed on how they did all this. And, you know, I guess the thing about it is, friends, let me say this. And what I've learned from, you know, reviewing these toys is I think Bandai America just does things different for the heck of it. Because, I mean, now... they got the whole Zord builder thing now, you know? And so as to, you know, the Japanese doesn't really have that, you know? And so pretty much when it comes to these little things here that hold the sabers onto Gokaiger's waist, these do, you know, extend out, you know, mainly to make it look like he does have, you know, holsters, you know? So let's go ahead and get the two sabers and, you know... And that was the one thing I liked about how Gokaiger came out, you know. Even though I wasn't a fan on how this came out. But, anyway. So here is Gokaiger with his two sabers already in place. Now, the Legendary Megazord, the one thing I've learned about this one also is I have tried to see if I can extend these out, you know, but they won't. And of course, like I just showed you when it came to the Sky Ship and the Gokai Galleon, that these pieces were in a different color as to Gokaios. So, you know, we just put them in like this and like this. And like one thing that the Japanese has that the America doesn't have is this. When you spin the dial in the back, and all this opens up. Now the American does have this, but it's only for one, and it only works when you use this. So flick it, and pretty much you just open this up, and then there you go. Now, I talked about this in my Gokaiger review, and I talked about this in the Legendary Megazord review, but the one thing that really did gripe me about Gokaiger was this little plank piece right here. This was always the case. But the one thing America did was made the plank go in a little bit, which is really nice, and I'm glad they kind of did it that way. And so, which was a really nice thing they did, you know, for the Americas. I mean, I did have a problem with, you know, the plank just sticking out, you know. Of course, you can take it off, you know. I mean, I've took it off, you know, all during my reviews when I'll be doing Gal Lion, Magic Dragon, Patch Striker, For Amuro, and so on, you know. Because it would always bother me, you know. But, and so, so yeah, sadly, sadly, the only door that will open onto the Legendary Megazord is just this right here. And that's pretty much why Zord Builder went ahead and put these Zord Builder ports right here for other combos. As you can see with Gokaiger, you can just put a little piece in and you're already ready. So, okay friends, that is it on this review comparison of Kaizo Sentai Gokaiger versus Power Rangers Super Megaforce, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope this shows you some things about, you know, the difference between America and Japanese toys. Excuse me. And I have to say, I really had a blast reviewing all of these. It is really fun, and I had a blast doing them. And right here, please check out these links. These are all of every review that I did of Japanese and America toys, so please feel free to check out that. Also, don't forget to check out last year's review comparison of Gokaiger versus Megaforce, which I had a blast on, and I really appreciate you all viewing that review, and mainly this review also. And if you're on a budget, friends, I will say this. If you're on a budget and you can't afford the Japanese, then by all means, get the American one. It's cheap and easy to find as of this recording, and so you will not have any complaints. Now, real quickly, I'll talk about the Sabres first. The Gokai Saber. Fantastic toy. I love the final wave. I love the 7 LEDs you have. I love everything about it. The one thing I didn't like about the Gokai Saber was the blade on it. But when it came to the Super Mega Saber, I liked it. It only had 3 LEDs, and then it only had it had this nice see-through plastic on the blade here, which is not really, you know, it doesn't really bend easily or anything. Now the Mobards and the Legendary Morpher. Let's just say love the Mobards. Always have been since it came out back in 2011. And I really do like the Legendary Morpher. It's been downsized and, you know, mainly going with 20th anniversary of Power Rangers. And as Gokaiger and the Legendary Megazord. Love them both. Like I said, when I first saw these scans of Gokaiger, this was back in 2011, I had a real big problem with this part open, this part right here where Gokaiger's head is. And that was the only problem I had. But really and truly, an awesome mecha, awesome series. I mean, Gokaiger is my second favorite Sentai. And, you know, I've been watching Super Megaforce, and so far so good. It's okay. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, well, thank you, friends, for checking out this review comparison. And so, Remember to check out my blog, Eugene421blog.blogspot.com, for all your info on the channel, future reviews, future vlogs, you name it. And remember to check out my Facebook page and my blog. I have more pictures of more Japanese versus America toys. So please check that out. And so I'm Eugene, I'm signing out, and y'all have a good day. And my friends, I will see you next time. Bye.